Hey everyone, this is Black Belt Dragons D&D. I am Blaine Markey, the DM, and today we are doing another DMSGuild review. We are doing 34 plus 1 cantrips, and I've used quite a few of these before, so let's get into it. Alright, so 34 plus 1 cantrips. This is by Diego Bastet. I guess he has a DeviantArt account. So, cantrips for all spell schools. Yeah, so this is just normal copyright stuff, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I have used quite a, no, about, I've used probably 10 of these. But I've seen quite a few other ones. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. So, Acidic Blade, this is pretty much, let's see, as part of the action you just got spell, you must make a successful melee. So pretty much this is if you hit someone, you can add acid damage to it. This might be a little OP. Becomes sheathed in acid cloud until the start of your next turn. If the target doesn't move before then. Oh, okay. So it doesn't. It pretty much just like puffs a cloud of smoke, and they have an opportunity to move. And it's just in a probably it doesn't say, but I'm assuming like a 5-foot cube. Keep getting stuff. There, that'll work. Okay. Okay, so the next one, Aspect of the Beast. You pretty much just grow claws, and you can grow different stuff. Claws, fangs, tentacles, horns, and just use those to deal damage. Bound Shield, you can pretty much just summon a shield. Bound Tools, it's the same thing. You summon any tools or instruments, which is pretty cool. Bound Weapon, same thing. You just summon any kind of weapon, and it does count as magical for resistance. So that's pretty neat. Bounding Shot, this one is definitely a little OP. So pretty much if you shoot someone and you hit them, if you use this cantrip, you can do another attack of target. So pretty much it's like a ricochet. Like it hits one and then hits another. The second attack deals 1d8. Since it's a cantrip, like if this was a level 1 spell, I could see it. But since it's a cantrip, I'd probably go from a d8 to a d4. Still pretty cool idea. And a lot of these, they have specific classes. I probably wouldn't use these specific classes. I would probably give some of these. Actually, the only thing I've done is give a lot of these spells to my players as like a reward or something. So I've done that. But I would probably give this to like a ranger or a fighter or something like that, especially someone that uses range. But I'd make that a D4, not a D8. Let's see here. Cacophony. Creatures can see. Make a con saving throw. Take 1d8 thunder damage and become deafened. That's not bad. Counter cantrip. Interrupt a creature in the process of casting a cantrip. Make a DC 10 ability check. I would probably make this a level 1. A level 1 spell because you could just use counter cantrip like all the time. It says 1 reaction. Just take him and you see. Yeah. So this is definitely overpowered. I would make this a level 1 spell. Still a good spell. Just change it from a cantrip to a level 1. Crusader's Blade. Melee attack against. So a lot of these are, if if you're making a melee attack, and then it's like added onto that. So again, a lot of these I would give my players as like a reward for some sort of story arc or some sort of dungeon. Like a lot of the ones that I gave my players, they had a dungeon where one player was stuck inside their head, so they were in a dream realm, and to get out of the dream realm, they had to do a bunch of things, and once they finished, they all like awoke in their body, and then they had extra powers, so they all got an extra cantrip. So yeah, it's part of action. So that one's another one. Death armor. Sure. Takes. Ooh, surround a willing target in range with a dark aura of death. Once before the spell ends, when a creature hits the target with a melee. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'd probably take it down to a 1d6 maybe, because these are cantrips. So, because it's ongoing, but it's concentration. So maybe not. I'd have to play test it a little bit. Detect emotions. Interesting. That would be this would be a very interesting utility or role play one. Disrupting blade, same thing. Successful attack. Wisdom saving throw, and if your companions are or throw. Okay, hold on. Fail, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks, and the spell ends, the creature realizes that someone used it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it just has disadvantage on perception checks. Electrified blade, I'm assuming it's the same thing as part of the... Yeah, you have to make a successful saving throw. Ooh, this is interesting. Target gains a measure of protection against climate extremes. Weather conditions. So this would be good if you guys are playing Icewind Dale. Glacial Blade, I'm assuming it's the same thing. Successful melee attack. Morale. Words encourage a target in range. The next weapon attack it makes for the start of its next turn is made at advantage. What is it? Is this reaction? No, it's an action. Okay. I like that one. That one's a good one. Omen, touch a willing creature. Ooh. Target can roll a d4 and add it to its AC against that attack. It can roll the die after seeing the rule, but before knowing whether it hits or misses. Is this a one-time thing? It doesn't specify. It says once, but okay, never mind. Once before the spell ends. Panacea, several minor effects relating to your health. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this isn't anything game-breaking as far as like healing, like a healing cantrip or anything like that. So that would be pretty cool. Reach a minor creature you can see within range. Okay, that one's like just a psychic. Prismatic bolt, a shimmering multicolored beam. Ooh, roll 2d8. Oh, I thought it was attacks. All right. So one of the d8s is just deciding what type of damage. This is cool. I really like random type spells where you don't know what you're gonna get. So this is really cool. I like this one. I hadn't even seen this one yet. Project a minor image. Illustrate copy of yourself within range. The less duration. You feel like you draw. Oh, that's cool. So it's just. So it's you, but it's not you. That's kind of cool. Request. One word request. So it's. Ooh, okay. So this is just like command. Rock blast. Shatters on impact. Each creature within 5-foot radius. Oh, so they're all. If it's like zombies, they're all like on you. This would be good. Yeah, I like that one. As part of the spell, casting, you have to half your walking speed on a straight line, ignoring difficult terrain. This one wouldn't be very useful, in my opinion. It'd be very situational. You or the touched creature take 1d8 necrotic damage, and the other one regains a number of hit points equal. Oh! This is interesting. Oh, it says a willing creature. Okay. I was about to say if this is... Okay. I dig that one. That one's pretty nice. So, pretty much, if your friend has a ton of health and you don't, you can go over there, touch him, and then take some of his health, or vice versa. So that's pretty cool. Shade. When object no longer 10 feet in any dimension is no larger than 10. Okay. Bright light turns into dim. Okay, so this is just the opposite of light. Stone blade is part of the action. You must make it. It's another one of the hit. So if you guys want to give your fighter or ranger or rogue or anyone some cantrips as a reward, this is a great PDF to do that. Let's see here. Did I no. Summary to the surface where it's written. You can read up to 250 words per casting. So you can read everything quicker. Temporary ally. You reach in the mind of one creature you can see and force it to make an intelligence saving throw. Failed target mixes up friend and foe until the start. Any number of creatures of your choice. Don't provoke opportunity attacks. That's interesting. Oh, so this one's all on opportunity attacks. That's pretty cool. So if you guys are trying to get away from someone, that's a great one. True Strike. This is probably edited True Strike. Next weapon attack you make against receives one of the following benefits. Attack is made at disadvantage. You roll a single d20 for the attack roll. What? If I'm sure that means if the attack is made at disadvantage, you roll a single. The attack is made at advantage. You can re-roll one of the dice once. Huh, that's pretty cool. So I'm assuming if it's like just a regular roll, you probably get advantage on it. The Empiric Blade, you must make a successful attack, blah, blah, blah. And then you gain temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability. Okay, so that's not terrible. Let's see, your Venomous Blade, same thing. Vertigo, inflict severe vertigo, make a saving throw, and your creature that can't be frightened on the field, say the target becomes prone. Interesting, okay. And then last one, Vestments of Glamour, even sorcerers? I don't even know what that word is. Yourself to appear different until the spell ends, or until you use your action. You can change the appearance of your equipment in any way you see fit. Change, add, or hide any equipment, but the changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. You also change your own coloration. So this is sort of like a thaumaturgy or something like that. So this is specifically for armor and things like that. Cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool spells in this book. My top one is probably going to be, I like Death Armor. What's the other one? I really like Prismatic Bolt and Sacrifice. So, those are probably my top three, but most of these are really good spells. Some of them are going to need a little bit of tweaking, but for the most part, they are pretty darn solid. So, yeah, that is the 34 plus 1 cantrips. There will be a link to it down in the description below. Check it out, and, happy DMing, guys.